Distraught father is on his knees sobbing as police surround the house to gather information around 9:30 Saturday night. Justin Jones told police he was asleep at his home on the 2200 block of 93rd Place when his 5-year-old son climbed to the top shelf of the closet to get his work gun. The gun went off and 4-year-old Tyler Jones was shot in the stomach. Their grandfather, Michael Jones, didn't want to go on camera, but told us his son Justin ran to his house a block away carrying Tyler in his arms because Justin didn't have a phone or car. He says Justin yelled at him to call 911 and that something bad had happened. An ambulance arrived shortly after. Michael says the bullet grazed Tyler's liver, and doctors had to operate last night and again this morning, where he remains at Covenant's Pediatrics Intensive Care. The 5-year-old and another 3-year-old son, who was also in the house, are now with the wife's parents. Neither were injured during the accident, and Michael says doctors say Tyler is lucky to be alive.
Police say Child Protective Services was called out to investigate the shooting. As of right now, no charges have been filed, but Jones could face a charge of making a firearm accessible to a minor. We'll continue to follow the investigation and bring you the very latest. Chrissy?
Okay. Major developments coming from Libya at this hour. The regime of Libyan leader Muammar Gaddafi appears to be crumbling tonight. Rebels are now pouring into the streets of Tripoli and other cities in celebration of the apparent collapse of Gaddafi's 42-year rule. Richard Engel takes a look back at the events that led up to this historic day.
It is a march on Tripoli. Rebels hope it is a walk to freedom from 42 years of Muammar Gaddafi's dictatorship. On the highway to Tripoli from the west, some rebels carry flags. Others drive in cars and trucks, all armed, all excited. The rebels fan out, looking for the snipers in a nearby orchard and buildings. They don't find them. With a front line this fluid, this uncertain, the wounded are just patched up by the roadside or rushed back to hospitals miles away. But today we also saw victories. As the rebels capture new territory, they rescue some of their own. These men were prisoners taken by Gaddafi's troops, disoriented and bedraggled, freed moments ago after days in dark cells. In a new audio statement broadcast today, Gaddafi says he's still in Tripoli and urgently calls on his supporters to defend him. And a Libyan state TV anchor holds a gun as she vows never to give up her station to the rebels. It's a different fight now as Gaddafi faces a wave of revolution.
What we are hearing from people here over and over is that this is a historic day. ممكن أسألك سؤال؟ إنت إيه رأيك اللي صارت اليوم؟
اليوم إحنا عايشين بحرية free no Gaddafi.
He said today we live in freedom. That is something we are hearing over and over again. People are saying God is great. They are just thankful. They are thankful that this day has come and now a new future may be beginning for Libya.
Rebels have detained Gaddafi's son. Both President Barack Obama and Defense Secretary Leon Panetta are receiving updates on this rapidly changing situation in Libya. When asked about the latest developments there, President Obama said, "We're going to wait until we have full confirmation on what has happened." Earlier, a State Department spokesman said Muammar Gaddafi should step down now for the welfare of the Libyan people. Now, here's news that will affect you here at home. Though the full effect won't be felt for months, oil prices around the world should start falling if Libyan rebels succeed in toppling Muammar Gaddafi's regime. Back here at home, tomorrow is a big day as most areas' school kids will head back to the classroom tomorrow morning. So what to wear on that first day of school? I'm sure something cool. Let's check in with Carrie, who joins us from the First Alert Forecast Center, because that's what we've been wearing for the past 5 months.
Well, it looks like our summer heat will continue. So speaking of school, we have a school forecast. We're going to show you our computer graphic here that we put together. And first day of school is tomorrow morning, and got the school bus ready to roll. Your temperatures tomorrow will climb into the upper 90s, mostly sunny skies. Obviously a hot day coming up. Our rain chance is not looking good. Although a few stray storms may develop in the late afternoon, the best chance of rain will be over the northwestern portion of the South Plains. Still 86 outside. As we speak, there's nothing on the Super Doppler, and we'll show you that in just a few minutes. Humidity 32%, dew point now at 53. Area temperatures generally 80s. Still a warm evening, but a few 90s in the northeastern portion of our area. Spur, Guthrie, Paducah, Matador, Turkey, all in the lower 90s. Actually, Spur dropped to 88. Our forecast, 73 at 8 a.m., 98 for your daytime high. Maybe a stray storm or two late in the day northwest of Lubbock. And we'll have your 7-day coming up in just a few minutes, Christy.
Okay, thank you, Carrie. And since school starts tomorrow, hopefully by now, first day outfits are picked out, lunches are ready, and your little ones are snug in their beds. But with that, a reminder to all drivers. When the lights are flashing at school zones across town, it is against the law. Remember to talk, text, or surf the web on your phone. There are more than 50 school zones in Lubbock alone, and with more than 100 no cell phone signs posted, there are reminders out there. Violators could face up to a $200 fine. As you prepare your children for school in the morning, area school buses are working to make sure they're ready to go as well. And a new handheld gadget is helping them. As KCBD News Channel 11's Abby Reed explains, the device offers a safety checklist for bus drivers while making sure the bus is all systems go.
It's a little device with a big responsibility. It's called Zonar. It produces electronic vehicle inspection reports.
So what this will help us do is to make sure, again, that we check all of the things that we need to check on the bus. It'll help maintenance to get those reports in a very timely manner so that we can maintain the buses.
Here's how it works. Each bus in the fleet is now equipped with a yellow marker like this. The Zonar works as a handheld computer of sorts and is synced up to the button. And then it receives all sorts of data from the bus. It tracks tire pressure,
Check tire, make sure it's good,
fluid levels, and the overall maintenance of the buses. But that's not all. The Zonar will also help bus drivers keep up with all the kids who are on board.
Really neat thing about the Zonar is it's going to allow us to ensure that our drivers are doing the child checks. We're going to be able to see that they're checking all their buses so we don't leave any kids on the bus.
And it also acts as a GPS mapping system.
So we'll be able to track the bus throughout the day. We'll know exactly where it's at.
The technology will be on board all of the Lubbock ISD buses in the Durham School Services fleet this year. And as these wheels on the bus go round this year, this little peace of mind will make sure those wheels are up to par. Abby Reed, KCBD News Channel 11.
The Zonar devices were paid for by Durham Bus Services. They will be on the entire fleet of buses within the Lubbock School District. Tonight, one of Lubbock's biggest industries is back in session. The dorms at Texas Tech University opened today, where more than 6,500 Red Raiders will call home over the next year. About half of them moved in over the weekend with a little help from mom and dad, and tonight they're getting settled in.
We got here early, moved in early, avoided the lines, avoided the sweat, just coming back from Walmart, and we're ready to go.
That's a change. It's smaller than the room that I have at my house, and splitting it with another person is going to be a challenge, but it's going to be fun.
Students are expected to continue to move into the dorms over the next week. Meanwhile, nearly 23,000 Red Raiders are expected to take up residence off campus. As students make their way back to Lubbock, local restaurants are expected to get busier and pump more money into the economy. Classes start August 25th. Thousands of Lubbock shoppers spent their final day of summer vacation stocking up on savings. Stores across town were busy during the tax-free weekend. The tax break applies to items like clothes and school supplies that are less than $100. Many shoppers headed to the hub city from out of town to get in on those savings. But it's not just the tax break. Many stores offer major back-to-school bargains as well. Texans are expected to save up to $62 million on state and local taxes this weekend. Day 3 of Campbell Fest wrapped up this afternoon in Snyder. The 3-day music festival ended about 7 o'clock tonight at the Snyder Coliseum. Today, 4 Christian bands performed for people out there, raising money for Corporal Daryl Campbell. You'll remember he's the Snyder officer who was shot in the line of duty. Money raised from the event will go to help the Campbell family with medical bills. Campbell's wife says he is making a great recovery and even managed to attend the event for a brief time before he returned to his rehabilitation center here in Lubbock.